I'm Laura Gariepy, owner of Everyday by the Lake LLC, a written content creation company. I'm also the creator and founder of Before You Go Freelance, an online resource hub for new and aspiring freelancers. Today, I'm going to share with you the top 5 things I wish I knew before I went freelance. Number 1, you're going to be misunderstood. Traditional employment is the norm, so when I deviated from that, people couldn't understand why. They thought I was crazy to leave the stability of full-time W-2 employment. They projected their fears and anxiety onto me, even though I was quite at peace with my decision. They didn't see the possibilities, they only saw the danger and the uncertainty. I guess I really can't understand their position either. And then, even though there were some folks that understood why I wanted to take this leap, they couldn't really fully commiserate with me. And that's because they weren't in the thick of it day to day, just like I was. So that's when I realized I needed to befriend other freelancers and entrepreneurs. That way, I had a true support system of folks that could provide camaraderie, commiseration, and deep understanding. Number 2, shiny object syndrome is real. The internet is a busy, distracting place, and there's always someone touting the merits of a new email marketing system, website plugin, or something else that can help your online business. And I have to admit, and I'm a little ashamed, that I fall victim to this syndrome way too often. But I know that it's a giant waste of time and money. So because I'm aware of this tendency, I can take steps to mitigate it and gently guide myself back to my intended path. But I will warn you, it's easier said than done to take your head off of that swivel. Number 3, it really is who you know. And no, this isn't just some kind of shady backroom deal where you have to know people in low places or people in high places to get things done. It really is all about networking. While your skills and knowledge are important, your connections are even more so. I've seen this time and time again in my business, and leveraging the network I have, I've been introduced to clients, gotten PR, and received invaluable advice. That's why I'm focused on growing my network and nurturing it all the time. Any connection could have a major impact on my business and my life, just as I could on theirs. Number 4, you need to watch your balance of freedom and responsibility. I get to work around my life rather than live around my work. I get to show up for both the serious and the frivolous whenever I want to. But it can be very easy to get derailed by all of this freedom. If I'm not careful, I end up taking advantage of a sometimes overly understanding boss, it's me, and procrastinating on getting through my ever growing to do list. I realize that I'm ultimately responsible for the success or failure of my business, and that eventual outcome will be as a result of the decisions I make or didn't make on a day-to-day basis. Every time I put something off, I delay progress and run the risk of losing out on an opportunity. But every time I push through that wall of inertia, I move my journey forward and open myself up to new possibilities. The bottom line, freedom is why I went into business to begin with. But without that business, I can't have the freedom. That means I need to give my enterprise my attention and time that it deserves so that I can continue to live a life that I love. Number 5, your business is going to save you sooner than you think. Going in, I knew that self-employment was going to give me tremendous flexibility and freedom. I even knew that it would give me the space I needed to deal with the hard things in my personal life. But I didn't know that it would ultimately save me less than 2 years in. When my dad died in late 2019, my business let me walk away from the responsibility of work to be with my family and process my grief. I was out of the office for the better part of 5 months, and when I was ready to return, I had instant money-making opportunities available to me. No W-2 job would allow me to do that. If I were still in my HR career, I would have very likely lost my current job and I would have had to look for another position, which could have taken months when I desperately needed to start bringing in money again. My business spared me from worrying about all of that. It let me put the focus where it needed to be at the most difficult and significant time of my life to date. So there you have it. My top 5 things I wish I knew before I went freelance. But until you live through something, you can't possibly know. and that's all part of this beautiful ride. Thank you for listening.